back to Total Warhammer 3 in part 8 of our Mother Ostankya Realm of Souls campaign. In today's episode, the bells of alarm are sounding because a big ol' angry fella on a mobility scooter has scooted his way on over and he is ready to invade again. He has a nasty army, Exalted Plague Bears, and I actually just realized that these guys are much cheaper than the Akshina. Is that always the case? And the Akshina are incredibly powerful, but the fact that they are 50% more than the Exalted Plague Bears says a whole lot for a tier 2 unit. Either way, we have a pretty nasty army coming on over. Auto Resolve thinks we are going to win and just lose our spiders. There's no real even reason to use all of our hexes, but I think it'll be funny to watch Nurgle fall apart before they even come on over. Show how decrepit they truly are. So I've already dropped on the Agony Succession here, just trying to figure out what would be best where. The Agony Succession is the only one that has the weakness to fire damage, so if we have the other one here, this just drops their physical resistance by 15%. If they are at 0 physical resistance, this does absolutely nothing. So unless it says weakness 2, it will not actually drop below 0%, whatever the resistance is. So we're going to use this on the armored targets that we normally couldn't have an easy time chunking on through. I'm going to go ahead and chuck another one of these down on the Exalted Plague Bears. I'm going to spread these out on a few of the Plague Bears of Nurgle there. I'm actually going to grab a couple of Decayed Thorns as well. We're going to go 1, 2, and just watch these guys disintegrate. And then I think lastly, we'll just do one more of the Agony Succession over on the ROR Bubonic Nurglings. That could be fantastic. If the Warhounds come on over and dive into the jaws of our Spider Hatchlings. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and throw the Entropus. I think we want the Leadership Entropus. We'll drop that down on this fool here, so we should be much less accurate and have less missile strength as well. 328, it's still very nasty artillery piece. And then lastly, we'll go ahead and grab Entropus and drop it down on the big boy. As he casts, he is going to be worse at casting and have a higher chance of blowing up in his face, which is fantastic. He also has the Coven's Curse marks, so they've been branded up for death. Go ahead and dive on into the fray. So before we do, let's see if there's any blessings that I can pass out. Wraith Sight would be very interesting. I think the only one that we really want would be the Bear's Bulwark there. Flaming attacks. And we'll shove this upon our Boyar's Brawlers. That looks good. Take one look at our map and take to the field. Sorry, Kugath. Right, easily the most dangerous here are going to be Kugath and his Plague Hulk. Sitting together up on top of the hill. Hard to hide the Akshina when they take such a wide stance there. And that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to hide the Akshina off to the side. They have Snipe and Stalk, so if we can be very sneaky and take them off fire at will mode, we can get them behind these Nurglings. And hopefully destroy the Soul Grinder and Kugath himself before they do too much damage to our front line here. We'll set up with the Armored Kossars. I'm actually way happier to be on the field instead of what we were doing previously. So we'll set up in the back here, and we are going to retreat. Kugath can nearly fire on us the second the battle begins. Horrifying stuff. Spiders off on the side. I'll layer them up. Spider cavalry here. We'll put them with the Kossovite Dervishes because it is amusing. We'll throw them off on the other side there as... Listen, Moshi, you and Gray better get along. There is no box fighting over the scoop. Previous episode, they got into one of those, you could kind of best describe it as younger sibling box fights where they weren't even looking at each other, but they were swinging their paws as fast as they can. We have not a lot of room to deploy here, so we may just go all in on the... Pistols have a harder time firing through one another, but we can spread these guys out a bit. So give kind of a firing position between two of them.
Defenders of Kislev!
Maybe a bit unnecessary, but let's do it.
Armed hussars!
Kind of do the same with these guys, but I'd like them to actually defend the flank.
motherland's finest!
Right gun line is set up.
The motherland's finest!
When we flip them right around, Jay will flip your units about face if you have ever wondered that one. Boydanov's brawlers have them defending the flank with their gun axes, and then the other Streltsy can take the other side. Oh, come on, there we go. And then the proper Kossars.
Comrades of the bear! Follow the bear!
May have these guys sit up front to act as artillery soaks, but I guess we can do the same with the spiders. Evan the Spider King. Let me switch there. We'll throw the Watchmen in the night behind the line. They can charge through if anything starts getting a little bit feisty. Perfect. So we'll grab all of our kind of specialized units here. You can go with proper melee infantry. Anyone not in guard mode, everyone here should be in guard mode as well. We're going to grab you two, put you on the side. So I know which one my scouts are. Guard mode for the Streltsy, and we are good to go. Let me begin. And we retreat. First thing. So be it. Yep, we retreat first thing. We can see the damage start going down on all the Kugath's forces there. These poor Nurglings. Oh, your souls, Nurglings. They are acting like they're getting hit, too. Tripping and falling over. Alright, well that was the first wave of Agony Succession. We've got a minute 22, 120 seconds, 2 minutes, until we got another one. Just fair damage. Kugath's all covered in boil spots he wasn't expecting. Oh, it's good to be a Hag Witch. Oh man, these guys are down to half health. I'm thinking Agony Succession is the strongest one. Yes, Gate of Thorns is the most devastating overall. Start wasting some ammo. Bring you guys up the side a little bit. Start the sneaking process. We'll bring these other spiders off to the side here. They don't want you getting hit with the Rancid Visitation, so let's go ahead and retreat. I'm thinking we will deal with Warhounds going around that way, so let's actually bring some of the spiders around. Oh, they actually got hit. Guess they are throwing a whole bunch of mortar missiles at them. Spiders also have very, very low health, as you would expect. Come on, Akshina, a little bit more forward. Keep dodging those missiles. Kugath and company are keen to trying to shoot our spiders. One of them got dropped here. It is much harder to see when they fire. There we go. There's the 3-round burst. Go the other direction. Which each one of those does an absolute ton of damage to an armored core. Luckily, these spiders are also pretty spread apart. Wait for the puff, and then we go the other direction. There they go. That was a little bit closer, and we've got the Curse of the Slug. Let's go ahead and pull on away with them, and we'll bring another group in to start the dance. Agony Succession has kicked on off again. We're going to keep scooting up the side here. We've almost made it around them. You guys come on away. Curse of the... Oh, they got hit. Alright, you guys come onto the back. We'll sub these two spiders up. Looks like he got hit as well by something. Oh, they found themselves a new target. Quite. You fools keep doing your thing. We might have to get ourselves into a Nurgle campaign pretty soon. Watching these guys launch Plague Hulk shots at us makes me wish I could do the same back. Oh no. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Making it so.
We've got them almost down to half ammo. I don't like doing this so much, but I figured they would advance after they'd taken a fair amount of damage. Agony Succession should kick in one more time and finish off several of these units. Alright, Akshina, you start taking some shots. Let's just eliminate this group here. One volley. Okay, let's go ahead and halt. Agony Succession should finish that group off when it kicks in. Beautiful, but I do want it to pass out to several of these other Plague Bears here. They're just going to waste all their ammo. I'm here for it.
Hearts of ice.
Okay, when this group goes away, we should be able to sneak around them.
Duty served.
You send one more volley their way just to see them off. First of the slug is here again, so let's retreat. Albeit very slowly. Move, spiders, move. Unless you want a forced injection of the Black Death. They know my Akshina are here. Pull back. Pull back.
Annihilate them.
They're invisible, but they know they're there. How could they not at this point? You guys are being played by a bunch of spiders. Evan is indeed the Spider King. Or were they just trying to fill in the gaps? Alright, Akshina, do your thing. We can eliminate the Plague Hulk by getting rid of its ammo. Alright, looks like the Succession is kicked in one more time, unless those are the Gate of Thorns, fellas. That's really amusing. They just fell apart.
Follow the bear.
Not firing. Let's go ahead and move around them. We have to keep a very close eye, though. Looks like Kugath is moving his men on in. See if we can get him to drop in some more nonsense on our spiders. And not the proper troops. Alright, the Akshina have snuck all the way around now. Keep moving. Don't stop. You're faster than the Plague Bears, and they should get tired of chasing invisible fellows eventually. They're taking point-blank shots. That hurts very badly. Glad we can convince them to start firing, though. Alright, Akshina, keep doing your mission. You and you alone can actually accomplish it. Like, it's almost out of shots. And go for it. Switch. Ooh, the Curse of the Slug came down last second there. Looks like the Forsaken are about to fizzle on away on their own, which is perfect. You come on in and annihilate a Soul Grinder. Or should have you go all in on this group of hounds there. Spiders versus hounds. Place your bets. Plague Hulk is still firing. Oh, they actually maneuvered pretty well there. We missed the ultimate confrontation. Oh yeah, no, you're gone. Get him out of there. Through. Spread all the spiders out. As the enemy gets a bit closer, we can kind of fold the line in a little bit. I will wait. Firing on Kevin. Little do you know, Kevin is a dodgeball king. Yeah, the snipers are doing huge work. Keep moving on around these Plague Bears here. Our Lord is under attack. He's got a healing potion. He's fine. Pull the spiders out of the way. Looks like the Akshina do need to retreat. We'll have you start firing on Kugath, as this one's fizzling on away to nothing. Start blasting away at these guys as they make their way over to you. That is going to be a heap of pistol shots here in a moment. Oh, they've been spotted. Let's get out of there. Well, you haven't been spotted yet, but you have. Retreat. Keep shots on Kugath. We'll bring the spiders this way. Try to convince the Nurgle forces to switch. Love the sound of gunpowder. That group of Nurglings is gone. Let's go ahead and advance.
Power on question.
Advance.
Making it so.
How are things going to the back line here? Spiders about to get caught. That's alright. They are fully expendable, those spiders, as Kugath is getting destroyed. His army is fading on away as they move across the land. So swarm these nurglings here. That Curse of the Slug, that's no problem. Curse of the Slug is weakness. Showing the true power of armor-piercing chameleon skinks. Alright, we'll bring you guys forward. Start harassing the individual backline plague bearers. Fighters are quick enough they can just go around the plague bearers, and anyone that they do come into contact with take the slow death effect. Come on out. Dervishes and spiders as well. Alright, let's get you over here to use some boss spells. Gust of True Flight on... I don't remember this being an area of effect spell. That's awesome. You need to be on the side there, Kislevites.
Taking position.
Once more, we push the whole line. We have selected that we shouldn't. Move them up a little bit.
Strategy.
You guys come around and help. Blanket these plague bearers here. Oh, they got caught. They are a bit overwhelmed on one side, so let's... rotate those lads there. We can also go ahead and give a bit more range. Yeah, we lost a few of those spiders in that group, but I'd say only losing a few spiders is perfectly fine. Spider Core, come on through. Nice spells in the center. It looks like they're going to go ahead and break. They're done. Ooh, a bad miscast. You're going to go ahead and retreat due to embarrassment of being utterly useless. Kugath is disappointed in each and every one of you. Alright, we secure a close victory. Nothing falls. Not a single one of our spiders. We about lose half in this unit, but that is just fine. They're getting some nice veterancy, these spiders. Alright, Kugath, you tried your best. As per usual, it wasn't enough. We could take them all the way back up to full, but I think they can replenish pretty quickly. Let's take the extra gold.
You will regret this weakness.
I'll regret this weakness. Victory over Nurgle. And Kevin Spider King is now upon a War Baron. You know, that's just fine. Didn't really want him upon a horse. The War Baron will work. Beledna is got herself a vodka distiller. Great. Well, Veritas here, I would prefer you don't escape. So we are going to press on out and chase you down. Let's grab Blade Shield and then Wound Maker here, since now he's on a bear. He's going to do some pretty serious damage.
Kislev's chosen.
What are you, Beledna? Let's grab Gust of the True Flight. Probably be our best bet against Tzeentch as well, to give either our Kossars or our Streltsy a bit more range. Let's go ahead and hunt down Veritas here.
Kislev.
Just some hounds.
We are Kislev.
Fight. Oh, he's got some antlers on the front of his bear here. U.S. skulls. Go for some hides.
Unpaid laborers. Ideal.
Unpaid laborers. I just got a warhorse. Allow her to zoom around the battlefield a little bit better. We need to make sure she is miscasting less often, because man, that low health. One of those was a ton of damage. We'll go ahead and give you probably evasion. Start working on towards some of these more powerful spells. Ox of Miska really just dropped down the discouraged effect, which is negative 16 leadership. Is pretty hefty. Would love more spiders for the Spider King, but he is little bit tapped on gold at the moment, and I would like to drop in another lord up here so that Ostankya can come on down south. I'm sure we are going to have to deal with
Modern Ostankya.
Grimgor very soon. Okay, we used a lot of our Agony Successions. Let's go ahead and make a few more. Resistance weapon strength. Let's go ahead and switch this one for... Well, you know what? That's actually perfect. Because the other one I don't care so much about what the other bonus is. Just the weakness to fire is enough. Gate of Thorns once more, because all of the damage effects, I am going to continue to maintain that they're the strongest. Take that off. Put on the leadership drop for the demons. Beautiful. That will be pretty much the course of action every single turn we can here. A lot of Spirit Essence now.
Our loyalty goes unrewarded.
Unrewarded. All going to be rewarded soon enough. Your eternal reward. We can't afford more lords at the moment.
Only the most skilled may serve.
Just some armor-piercing spiders would turn things around pretty aggressively for us. Obviously, things in the woods are better, but he is the Spider King. Skulls, we can go ahead for the upgrade on Karak Doom. Again, that's just a little bit... Grimgor has destroyed the Saberskin. Hopefully he starts fighting with the Dawizar. They really dislike us. How do they feel about Grimgor? Oh no, they're improving. Well, actually, I take it back. Grimgor despises them. They are starting to improve towards Grimgor, though. Hopefully he goes and starts punching the old concrete dwarves. We'll give him... We're going to go ahead and disband one of these smaller spiders here, so we'll line up all of the ones that are missing.
I accept only loyal.
Oh, strange. And we'll just go ahead and kick this one out.
Do they hunger for undeserved power?
Almost looks like our income increased. It didn't. I am a bit of a fool, but yeah, we'll go ahead and kick out these two spiders as well.
Only the faithful may serve.
Just one.
I demand
And
absolute
two of
loyalty.
the armor-piercing ones. Quite a bit more expensive, but if we remove enough of these guys, it'd be worth it. And here comes Alas and his goons. We want to make sure that the spiders we are sending can actually bring down pink horrors in a fight. Exalted Pinks actually have pretty good melee attack and defense. 40 defense on a ranged hybrid unit. Pretty solid. Now Girdling will come on over to Ostankya, and we will give it a turn. Ice Court indoctrination is done. Candidates for membership in the Ice Court must be sought and instructed on its myriad customs and rights if the next generation of Ice Maidens and Witches is to rise. Fair enough. Now that we can do this, we have plenty of gold sitting in the background. I'm going to go ahead and just drop in a candidate for a Lord and a Hero both. We've got Minadora and Militza. Welcome, ladies. Let's go up towards the gallows tree here. More or less full health. Let's be aggressive.
Just an old
We have dropped our casualty attrition down so far that we don't take any. We just won't do any replenishing either. 95% here. Are we going to take more attrition though for
offspring
awesome.
chaos disappear? For this is what I do for Kislev.
This is what I do for Kislev. Oh, good. Arcanite's here. So we've got a Pokemon with some ROR units. We've got Loud C. We always knew Loud C was a... That seems like that's casting some shade. Better be careful there.
Bow to me.
Awesome, awesome. Let's go for the Haunted Forest. We can get in some giant Wendigos. Do we actually get access to the Warbear Riders? Oh, we do. Sweet. Well, become the Bear King. Is an upgrade, I would say. We'll go for also the Market Square for a bit of gold. Lower City Ramparts. Pours Lightning. I like that idea. We need more gold, really. Can't throw in the Toolmaker until we actually are friends with Kislev. That's unfortunate. Root rank +1 for dervishes, horse archers. Has that always been the case? Allows the horses to actually train up better. We do need the frozen outpost for Ulrika. So let's start working on that now. Any enemies down by Karak Doom? No, so we will start the upgrade tentatively. I'm going to stop it immediately if things start going bad. And we'll throw in the farmstead as well. Try to get some gold rolling.
Why are we so mistreated?
1,300, that's very expensive. We have no one down there to defend, so not this time. Have to keep it in mind. I'm thinking we're going to get attacked by this squad very, very soon here. Any of you siege attackers? No, so I think they would have to at least set in for a siege, which is to our advantage. Beautiful. Take a quick look at diplomacy, see if we're closing in on any good deals with the Ice Corps yet.
The over.
These don't even have a non-aggression with
None
Stalton
shall
just yet.
question me.
Now we're really getting nowhere just yet.
I
fine.
do these terrible
All in
things
due
from
time.
love for Kislev, you know.
Ostankya, the ambuscator. And she receives a plague, or is that the Veil of Nightmares? So be it. The Splinters is under siege. You guys try and you fail. What's a smaller army? You think we forgot to actually drop in our curses last turn, so let's go ahead and jump in and grab these right away. Through Agony Succession.
It's open. Such empathy.
Probably needed more Entropus for the Tzeentchian forces for throw down with. Well, the blue horse, or the iridescent horse. I actually think Fragmenti is better. It literally just drops them down to 25% health. From there, you do what you want.
Porcelain.
Convert this
Strong
up.
until a blow lands.
Beautiful. They're going to be fighting together. We're going to have a Pyrrhic victory with medium casualties. They would lose a fair bit of our spiders. Why must you do this to me, Tzeentch? We'll be back.
Do not engage.
Do not engage. Oh, we'll be back. Don't you worry.
Mother Ostankya this, mother that.
Cowards.
Cowards. Say less. Do more.
Oh, really? Mother Ostankya, you've become too powerful for your own good.
Kill for Kislev.
Too powerful for your own good. We will go ahead and just occupy the gallows tree.
We shall raise a watchtower.
Beautiful, we're finally in the positive. It has been so long. Gallows tree has a plague, fair enough. Figured they would start with one. We will... Local region. Wish this gave it 4 farms in the province, not just the local region. Would actually make it a little bit more worth it. Getting up to caravans is very worth it. Got 2 tradable resources here. It's a long grind, though. Let's go ahead and start off with the Roadhouse for control and growth. I'm thinking the Veil of Nightmares is not long for this world. There's lots of bad guys down here, but they are being distracted by Katerin. Have ourselves another fight here with Kevin the Spider King. Awesome stuff. Lichbone pendant on Kevin. Give him some magical attacks there. Be great about ripping apart these demons. They've got the Shrieking Sky Rays. What do these guys have? Lamprey's Bite. Oh, they've got bombs now? Interesting. No armor piercing, but a fair bit of damage on those bombs. No, I think Tzeentch is going to have a really bad time. Most dangerous thing here are the Zangors. We are going to go ahead and drop down Entropus on this spellcaster. They're both of Tzeentch, which is great. Whichever one is metal, we need to disable as well. So let's grab the other Lord. Might be a good idea to use our Hush cast on this one as well. Drops power recharge as long as they're alive. So as soon as we take the unit out, power recharge goes away. actually a really tough call. Let's go for the Whiff of Madness on... Strength, Speed, Leadership on the other two heroes. That way, whenever they take enough damage, they just charge into melee, and it should wipe them out pretty quickly. Leadership, that's what we want. Fragmenti for these poor fools here. We'll just drop in probably one more or two more of the debuffs. We've got lots of good axes. It'd be a shame to not use them. Agony Succession. We'll just drop down the fire weakness on these two, and then Agony Succession on all of these pinks. Perfect. I think we have what it takes from here. I really want to try the Spirited Away, so let's try that one with this group one more time here. So where are the spiders at? You're elite. You should stay and fight for a very long time. Let's try to make a Spirit Bear arrive. To battle. Alright, we're here on the Chaos map here. I think that's just fine. They're going to deploy really far away from their reinforcements, which is surprising. We might be trying to split our attentions there, which will not work. We'll go ahead and set up Armored Kossars.
Follow the bear!
I'm actually going to sped up split firing channels here.
The orthodoxy!
Comrades of the bear!
Perfect. We'll have you a little more forward than the other two.
Wolf-tough Kislevites!
I want my Akshina ready to throw down with anyone coming around at this side. I'll have them take down the Shrieking Sky Rays, but that is likely not going to work how we think. And being on a disc is a little bit spooky. Simply because you have nothing that can really reach up there and get him. You can just kind of launch spells at whim. Kossars behind you guys. Also in kind of a similar stance. We'll go for the Boydanov's Brawlers and the other Streltsy on this center line here, as they should fight a wee bit better than Armored Kossars.
The motherland's finest!
Oh, they've got a smaller range. What's the damage difference? 36. These guys actually a shotgun? Not just one bullet, but it's a huge one. They're firing slugs at the enemy. It's really what musket balls tend to look like when they do damage anyway. Let's go ahead and grab more Armored Kossars just for reserve troops. Take these guys off fire will. Grab everyone, including the Brawlers.
We fight for Ursun!
You boys can hold the line back here. Give everyone a bit of resistance to psychology.
Frost Maiden.
Frost Maiden. Bear Brother. Nowhere to place our giant spiders. We can pretty aggressively press towards them. We don't need to really set up in a defensive line. Still the same lineup, but we'll get a bit more aggressive with it. All the spiders except for you. Now they're all set up where we want them. I'm gonna have the Streltsy. Have them sneak around behind here. Take them off fire at will so I can select their targets. These Akshina could be a nasty surprise for them. Right then. Let's get it started. guys be in your own. Group 1.
Only Kislev keeps his word.
There we go. See the damage start
Lord
taking effect already.
Very well.
Spiders going around.
On the march!
Should be able to move in and start firing on those Forsaken without taking any damage in return.
Strente!
Send the spiders on around. How long? 11 seconds. We don't have enough. We don't have enough time. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull our troops over to the wall then. Moving towards the Streltsy. Go ahead and pull back. Keeps their barrier from reforming all the way. We acted aggressive enough towards this group. Come on around with the spiders. I think those Forsaken are well aware that there are Streltsy there. Not Streltsy, these are Akshina. Moving around this barricade here. They're all going to just go ahead and move together. Those Forsaken got annihilated with a single volley. Let's keep one of the spiders over here just in case. I think you just spotted them. Pull back. Microwave with the spiders a lot. Dropping down some metal spells. Spiders are luckily very, very quick. We may just be pulling back into our defensive positions. They got annihilated by some metal spells there. Took down the Forsaken, but at what cost?
To battle!
Keep them here for a moment. Fighters, come on in. There was almost no time to react to that at all. Move forward with the pistols. Everyone start blasting at the units that they can hit. You just advance forward a little bit there. Looks like we've got Sour Guts. Let's send in the... Sheena. You guys keep blasting at these Zangors. More metal spells that we definitely missed out on dodging. Streltsy, come on back. I told you to get in here and do some damage. He's like, nah, not today. Ask me tomorrow. Charge you on these blue horrors here. Advance. There are plenty of Forsaken moving forward here. Akshina, let's switch targets to these iridescent horror here. Now, there's a lot of enemies moving towards our Akshina, so we'll just advance them ever so slightly. Dive in with the Winged Lancers. Those pistols singing. Go after that Lord there. We're taking a lot of damage from units that are just kind of sitting still. Gotta get everyone moving. Away from that nonsense there, spiders. You guys get some shots in on these units that are completely not paying attention. Kossars, you're great at getting through pink horror barriers there. Dodge to the side a little bit. I asked you to go hunt down this Herald of Tzeentch, and he decided, nah, I'd rather not. On uphill, Akshina, come on in, and let's cut off anyone coming around the side here.
Taking point.
Finally!
Slay them!
And surrounded this poor fool.
Land this power. March!
We're gonna go ahead and set Streltsy up behind.
Enter Kislev!
Fire damage being what it is. Press through.
Stand and die!
And then die. He's all rampaged out, so he's just gonna keep chasing them. That works for me. You guys stay here. Let's go ahead and pull back a little bit with those hand pistols. Moving through their spiders. They've got a lot of their army chasing you guys, which is perfect. Well, now you can go for some more ice. Maybe not. Range. Range and accuracy. We're not going to go for the Sour Guts, simply because they have that explosive effects. We want to take them down just with missile troops if we can. Perfect. Now you guys go around. Ready for the next wave there. Spiders taking a fair bit of damage. Just get onto these Exalted Pinks. Stop them from firing for a moment. Akshina, move forward. You can dive in on these Exalted Pinks. Easy targets for you. Streltsy, keep advancing. Gonna keep moving in our gun line here. Spiders will flee on away. Where's my ones with Spirited Away? Yes, dive into the middle. Fight these Forsaken. That's your target. Keep the enemy locked down for a moment. Akshina, move around. Keep advancing. These guys are out of bullets. You guys are in charge of holding the front line then. Streltsy, destroy these pinks. You move through. I don't think we're going to get the Spirited Away. They're losing their fight, but overall they're winning. Away from these Zangors here as soon as their leadership yoink, turn around and get them. For Mother Kislev. Although that just can do more friendly fire damage than anything else. Let's come on away from that. There's the victory. Sorry, nerds. Not today. Right, 227 fall in the defense of Kislev. Not so bad at all. That's mostly going to our spiders. They replenish so fast. The defenders didn't lose pretty much a single man, except for the wing lancers who were in the thick of things the entire fight. That works for me. We'll go ahead and I guess we'll take the extra gold.
What care I for peasants?
What care I for peasants?
Goya.
We can hunt them down and then use the extra momentum to press into the Hellcade Drove, which is great. Several of their lords and heroes were slain. Pretty huge setback for Tzeentch. Now we press onwards.
Baron of the Motherland.
Baron of the Motherland. We'll give you Woundmaker and Deadly Onslaught. Make you a true Master. Picks up the full plate armor. Then we'll start working on his red line.
Highborn son.
Thinking Blizzard is the way to go here. He's a Vortex spell that just kind of sits there and does a ton of damage for a while. 18 seconds. Sounds good to me. Go for 2 points into Blizzard. So that way we can overcast it and it costs a little bit less.
Mother Ostankya.
Ostankya. Stand your ground gives us a kind of sledding around at 24 extra melee defense, whatever we want. Let's keep working towards Quartermaster here. Reassuring presence. Even less attrition. I'm not sure if you can completely negate attrition and actually start replenishing. I'm thinking we have pretty much hit the max on attrition reduction for her. So let's go for a Disciplinarian and a Draft Master. Local capacity for recruitment in the local province. Awesome.
The land's protector.
Juliana. Go for that final point into Pan's Impenetrable. We'll start working on her spreading control as well. We have to worry about less rebellions here in the frozen north.
It cements
Right then,
my
Kevin.
power.
We are likely going to lose some troops
Hack
fighting
them apart.
Udakai. Hopefully it doesn't make us.
Motherland never falters.
More chicken nuggets.
Fetch my lash.
Didn't really gain that much in terms of replenishment. Rampager's standard is pretty
Kislev's
solid
chosen.
for Kevin himself,
Destroy these.
being now upon a bear. You'll lose no one in the severed claws in there. Blocks his ass.
Courage flows in our veins.
You tried your best there, Clocks his ass. We will pardon you, as that is not really much replenishment at all.
No more threat than mice.
No more threat than mice. We know that was Nurgle's last army, so let's press onward towards the Hellcade. Or do we spend a turn replenishing?
Prepare my tent.
Replenish that much, do we? Man, Chaos. Get up here in the north where it's not... Oh, we are suitable. Never mind. Turn one back around and let's grab some replenishment.
Never
I'd like to
yield.
give him... Cave bats are very expensive for what they give. They've got bonus versus infantry, which we could use to harass back lines in Tzeentch's forces, and now actually also go ahead and take down Furies. Bonus the infantry actually makes them counter Furies in most cases. Yeah, grab 2 units of bats. No more though, because that seems like a waste. And then we will grab 1 capture cat as well. Loyalty goes unrewarded. Alright, Ostankya, I'm gonna have you come on over and take down Dragon's Death and the Plains of Zanbaijin if we can. We need to move very quickly though, because we're gonna be attacked down here in the south. How much would it be to recruit in a new lord? Yotor the Aggressive, 260. 261. We could afford it. Student of Mishka. You've been alive for a while. Studied her methods, okay. Yeah. How were you there? Founding of Kislev.
Absolute power, as I deserve.
We're getting in enough fights at this point that we are able to recoup this, no problem. 4,000 for the Slazas. Slazas? I will not be able to pronounce this one properly. It is the Bear Huts. I see no armies, but we can't see that far because of the mountain range here in the pass. Takes a lot of turns for that to pay for itself. Let's just go for the lower city ramparts here in City of Splinters. That way we don't have to worry about losing the city nearly as much there. I will upgrade the stud farm here at the Glut Port. It's expensive as all get out though.
Hoya.
Stormvrak is more or less a sacrificial city for now. Let's come on into our Hogwarts. I think our next Frost Maiden shall be Tempest. And then Minodora shall be... Nice. There we go. Verses to create. We should get to that in the next turn. Let's go ahead and skip on through. We aren't fighting any of their enemies enough. That's kind of the issue. We're at war with the Gore Queen and the Goromandi. We're not doing enough damage to them, so we're only improving a little bit every turn.
Kislev.
It's actually going down in proposition there. How unfortunate.
Yeah, my Beowulfs, they smell better than you.
That's definitely going to be true. He wants a peace treaty. Nurgle, there is no peace. Only the void. The Maggotskin are gone? Oh, good. That means the Seducers and Scarbrand are right here. Oh, lovely. We're about to fight 2 more greater demons. Alright, Ostankya, we need to get on in here, grab our purification chant, fix up the gallows tree.
Mud.
Y'all's nasty nonsense out of here.
I see.
Wow, we actually are at -12, so it's not even going to gain with all of these buildings. Get him, Ostankya.
Gullible fools.
Looks like the Red Abyss. The Dragon's Death is the higher upgraded. Oh, that's where we're going.
Just
Onward, Beowulfs.
an old woman.
back a little bit onward in camp stance. Very slow replenishment. That'll be alright.
Onwards, the offspring of peace disappear.
Provincial matters.
This
Being part of the Ice Court rarely means a maiden stays solely within the Voka Palace. They're envoys, traveling the oblasts and beyond, very beyond in our case, using their glacial arts in the regions for the benefit of the nation. In this instance, how should the maiden exert her influence? Scourge of the Corrupt or the Court Controller? Let's go for Control. Minadora, Fighter, or a Caster. While all witches of the Ice Court are exceptional mages, there are those that also excel in martial combat practiced by the Ice Guard, while others focus solely on their arcane talents to become the best sorceresses. You can be either a fighter or a martial magician. Let's go for fighter. I think it's actually a better buff overall. 4 additional melee attackers will allow her to land some hits.
Lord of all, the right to rule.
Perfect. Evan, you're definitely ready to go. Let's dive on up towards
I
the
order
Hellcave
their
Grove.
death.
Claim Zeus for us. We'll fight this battle too, because guaranteed is going to be disrespectful to us with even these blue horrors. Dive in. Okay, so Operation Destroy Tzeentch without taking too much casualties is a go. We'll throw the Yakshina.
The motherland's finest!
They just have to round the corner and do some serious damage. We'll have the bats ready to intercept those Furies. Wait a little bit closer then. Let's go for Brawlers. Down at the bottom of this hill here. We actually don't have that many in terms of
Armagosa!
range units here.
Bringer of Hoarfrost.
Few casualties as possible. Use the spider hatchlings coming on in from this side. Yeah, big spiders from around the other end. Capture cat ready to go. Perfect. Let's get it going. Around the corner.
Mother Kislev
Boys
is
move
in
up.
your blood. Take her courage as your own.
And just dive into these units. Get them, spiders. Cave bats, go ahead and take down the Furies. Boy knobs, go ahead and get into a brawl. Go ahead and give them more range. And all the spiders can dive in as well. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted to see. You guys move on over, do some damage. These blue horrors look like they're going to try to close that gap. A bold strategy. We'll just drop some of this in behind. And finish off these poor horrors. Yeah, give him the backhand. Just swing your axe around sassily. That's the way. The blues sound very happy to be here, but trust me, they're not. Very low armor and all of that extra. Ooh, stop shooting our friends in the backs with their shotguns. Thank you, Streltsy. Decisive victory. Right, that's much better than the auto resolve would have given us. We probably would have lost a good 100 in the single button click, which I'm not here for.
My lands expand further.
Lands expand further. We've got a whole heap of orcs over here. Ardra full of teeth. I don't think he wants anything. His goblins would fall in droves to our spiders. Speaking of, this grove has a plague. Gross. What we'll do is chuck in the merchant traders here at the City of Splinters, get that cruising on along. Got several objectives here we gotta get to. Fist of the Motherland, sack or raise Zerialis for 2,400. Constructing the Frozen Outpost. Upgrading any settlement building to Tier 5. 2 provinces under our control, we're getting there. Wound or kill the Puppets of Misrule. Looks like it's the Great Orthodoxy or the Puppets of Misrule. And then it's not, it's just the puppets. And then raid the Frozen Landing for a bit of gold. Frozen Landing is under control of the Ice Core. We can't really rightly raid that. They know this. You're going to come on up. Vale of Nightmare is a very defendable city. No, you were not going to move to there then. You stay at the Sunken Sewers.
Kislev's chosen.
5200. Grief.
Mother Ostankya.
Start stocking back up on our Anthropus charges. We're
I
gonna need
shall
a Tzeentch
help
for
you
sure.
to learn better about magics.
We need more green. That's stone. Alliance or defeat Grand Cathay. Alliance or defeat Dwarves. Let's see. I think we are well on the way for both of those. We need... Fragmenty is bones and horns. We'll grab a Fragmenty, and we'll grab some Agates Succession. With Badness is the last call there. So much to themselves.
Lord of the
Yotori, you have to
provinces.
stay here. We don't have any gold. You are on defense mode for the time being. Defense and scouting. Just raise this. Man, things are about to get spooky. Ostankya needs to finish off Nurgle very fast.
I do these terrible things.
Oh, Kevin, I forgot your skills. Sorry about that, buddy. Let's come on in and give you firing drills. Even though we don't have that many shooters, it's best to give them as much reload time reduction as possible. And we'll come on over here to Creatures of the Land to enhance our Things in the Woods and our Capture Cats. He has only Capture Cat at the moment, but we will definitely have him have all of the spooky, scary critters that Mother Ostankya would like him to. How's the crack doing for the stud farm? And that's spooky. Let's go for it, though. And go one more turn. Alright, we're back. Quick jump cut. It was Tornado Siren testing time, and that is the worst time of day for recording. So, we're back. This is going to be still the end of the episode, but we will read through our new quest that just got issued for the Bewitching Lure. We've got a new quest to fight here against, oh cool, a Hagwitch that sided with a very ragtag group of allies here. We've got Marauders, Blade Singers, Kossars, some Orc Laborers, Dryads, Peasants, Ice Guards somehow, and then Warbear Riders. That's a fun-looking army. It also is making me think that Ostankya definitely should have had some kind of normal Dryads recruitable in some way, shape, or form there. Perfect. Well, Theodora Ungol and her sisters have reached out with a twisted tale, sharing stories of a dangerously powerful witch and a hex capable of bewitching weak mortal minds. They are willing to share the location of this mysterious hex wielder, yet their feigned fear and enthusiastic help is undoubtedly suspicious. It seems an ambush may lie in wait, yet this may be one trap worth walking into willingly. If these sisters possess the hex they describe, then its knowledge must be snatched from their skulls through a gaping head wound if necessary. We will learn the Bewitching Lure hex, which will allow us to... We just gained 50% of someone's income. Is this only in our own territory? We'll have to figure that one out. And we will also gain 10% of casualty replenishment right there. Let's see if we can't just move in and take Dragon's Death for free. That will end the episode after so.
Feed the forest rage.
Odakai rolling off to the side. Not very scared of you or your nonsense. We'll just go ahead and hit this button once more.
Do not disappoint us,
You poor fools.
Troops.
Definitely didn't disappoint you, Ostankya. Doing good work. Oh, that's so much gold. We'll just loot and occupy.
Those who stand against us.
This belongs to me. With his victory over Nurgle, I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for Light God and a sub for the sub dog. See you on the next one.